Yo. Welcome into Elevated Space Podcast. I'm your host, DeShawn Miller. Hey, this is a space where we don't just talk about the world, we analyze it, past, current, future issues. But when we do that with the clarity, power, and the unshakable, unapologetic Afrocentric lens. But before we get started, though, I want to make sure you exactly where you find all the awesome content we create. Hey, if you look hard enough, you'll find us, man. I ain't about to do all that. Hey, but make sure wherever you find that, like, subscribe, share. All right. So, but yeah, you can do all that right there. Hey, dog, fam, I'm. Listen, y'all, my family, right? Last week was kind of tough, right? So, thanks for coming in. But last week was kind of tough. It was my mom's birthday. My mom has passed, right? So, but if you have listened for a while, you understand that, like, I talk a lot about resilience, finding our way. Um, especially like at the end of the show when I try to find like some sort of like way to, lighten the mood or, find some sort of message to kind of move forward and persevere. Um, but I haven't always shared the source of, that my compass, right? I haven't at all, actually. And my mother wasn't just like a parent to me. She was the primary architect to who I am today, right? She's the primary being, like that just molded me into who I am today. Um, and I don't think it's no exaggeration at all to say I literally would not be standing here today if it wasn't for that lady. Um, and so, and not just standing here, I don't think I would have accomplished any of the things that I wanted to without her tutelage, without her knowledge, without her guidance. Um, so like, I don't know. She just kind of had a way of like seeing the world that just like I don't know, or we'll just say explaining the world that felt it like nav um navigatable for me, right? You know what I mean? It felt like there was a way I could push through, I could get through the problem, I could solve. And honestly, sometimes she didn't even have an answer for me. It would just be like, Sean, go pray about it, And so, and at the time, I was like, Ma, I need you to really like help me here. But even in those spaces, and that was like later on in life, she was more or less just trying to help me, just self discern and figure my own path and come to my own conclusion instead of just relying on her. And the older I got, the more she, I could tell like she wanted to tell me what, you know what I mean? What I thought she should tell me, or she wanted to say something, but instead it was just like, just go pray about it, baby, and do what's right. She would always tell me that as well. And so, I don't know. It was just like no matter how lost I felt, right? So like everything's fucking around, everything's fucking up, and it was just like no matter how lost I felt, she would always find a way to kind of like kind of center me, get me back there. Um, and so like that's why like when we like received the diagnosis of her, like it was like world altering, like her diagnosis that she had like cancer, right? Stage 4 carcinogenic. I think it was carcinoma, lung cancer. I think that's what they called it. Basically, I don't know. It felt less like an update, a medical update, and it was just like like just a rug pulled out from under you. Just like it just shook my whole core and foundation of everything I knew to be at that time, right? Knowing that was possible, I was going to lose this force in my life. Um, I don't know. Just watching her fight, and eventually losing her was a crushing experience for me. I don't know how to explain it. It was a crushing experience for me. That changed me in ways that I can't even like quantify. And I'm still figuring that shit out to this day, the dead ass. Um, my mother passing away was like the most challenging thing I've ever had to deal with. Um, like I don't know. I think I fell into like this. I fell like into this like chasm, like inescapable chasm of like of depression, like a trench, like of depression, like day after day, like my soul just leaked from my eyes, like like it leaked. My soul just leaked and leaked and leaked and leaked, like until I just felt like hollow inside. I felt empty, and then you know what? After that, I would fucking cry some more. Like I love her. I love her. And it's just like it was just I don't know how to explain it, man. But yeah, Coldplay that was like the song track, the theme song, like like to the movie of that time period. I love that band, but I can no longer listen into the same space because when you start really listening to their songs instead of just like the instrumentality and stuff like that, you really can tell like it's a lot of the lyrics are about loss, pain. Even though the song even might sound upbeat, but when you listen to the lyrics and you really listen to it, it's about pain. It's about loss. It's about recovery. It's about just and the feelings that emote from that music is wild. Hey, if you're not a Coldplay fan, please go listen to that again and just think a bit about maybe people you lost, and you'll see kind of what I'm talking about. But even besides that, like I was incomplete. It was like I was an amputee, like I was missing my arm, or I was missing my leg, or you know what I mean, and I was trying to adjust how to move without that limb, right? And so this was the only time in my life that I like ever considered about like checking out. You know what I mean? Like just getting the fuck up out of here. Like it was over, man. Like, you know what I mean? What else did I have to do? Like this was the only time I was like, oh yeah, how am I even gonna do this without this? How am I even gonna do this without her? Um, yeah. And it wasn't because, I don't know. I don't know. It wasn't because like I wanted to escape the pain or the sorrow, even though that was debilitating. It was more of I didn't want her to go on that journey alone. At the end of the day, I wanted to make sure. I wanted to, as kind of like boom, 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 boom. I wanted to see her at the crossroads. I didn't want her to go that path alone. You know what I mean? Um, yeah, I wanted to make sure. I still feel she waiting for me to get there. You know what I mean? Um, Yeah. Um. Yeah. After she passed, though, it was like people would say things to me like, man, it'll get better. Or, I don't know, time heals all wounds. And hearing that shit made me want to break their teeth on the fucking curb. I ain't gonna hold you. It's fucking pissed me off, man. Like, man, what the fuck you talking about? Like, cause like in that space of the pain that I feel, the fuck are you talking about? Like, I wanted to bust their fucking brains. Like, literally, I wanted to like hit them with a hammer. But I just realized like they both face liars. Like, what the fuck? The fuck out of here, man. Like, you just say anything. And like in that moment, I would even blame God, like wondering, like, yo, how, like, how could how could you make someone so great suffer so much? You know, yeah, how could you do that, right? So I have my own questions. And like you take her from me, but yet these treacherous, evil fucking bastards, these pedophilic, what I'm saying? These motherfuckers walk amongst us, but you take her from us, right? Like, I mean, at the time, I wasn't thinking about, body snatching, pedophilia bastards, but you know what I mean? But at the same time, though, it's like, um, yeah, but there's evil all around us, and then yet you make this good lady suffer so bad. It sucks, man. Like, why all these motherfuckers walk the earth like this? Um, it was yeah. I questioned God for a long time. I ain't gonna hold you. I mean, like I couldn't go to work. I couldn't sleep. I didn't want to eat. Like I find myself pretending like I was okay. You know what I mean? Like in front of everybody else. Like okay, but I'm not. I wasn't. I'm still not. Um, but it was a front even then because it was more like I was tired of people asking me like, how you doing? You okay? You know, because that pain, like just because I was kind of like maybe even trying to get past it and trying to not think about it, and then somebody would ask me about that shit, and just like torpedo me right back into the space that I was at. Like, fuck you, bitch ass motherfucker. I was just trying to come up out of that. And then I don't know, man. And so but ultimately, you know what? All those people that were saying it would get better, or I don't know, time heals all wounds. They were absolutely right. Like, I mean, they were absolutely right. Like, I don't, because I didn't know how to move forward at one point. Um, but I did eventually feel better, and I'm not sure if it's your brain healing the source of the pain, like it does for everything else. You know what I mean? Your brain will help your body cope to the pain, right? So I don't know if it's like that. Like a cut or like a broken bone or whatever, or if it's just the natural fading of memories. You know what I mean? Somebody that I listened to, he said, what he said? time is the best solvent, right? But unfortunately, in this case, like whatever it is, it's working too well. You know what I mean? Like it's working too well. Like um because as the years pass, I'm fighting on to hold on to my memories of her. You know what I mean? Now um I'm fighting on for my memories of her. I don't just hear her voice as clearly as I used to, right? I don't hear it like that anymore. It's not like I just call on it. Um, she's just not in my thoughts like she used to. Um, like, and even at times, I really gotta focus hard to pull like a clear image of her. Like, I gotta focus hard to pull a clear image of her, which I would think that would never be the case. Um, I don't know. Yeah, it's like sometimes I'm like in my in my dreams or whatever, I force myself to stay asleep so I can have those moments with her. Anyway, so which is why sometimes I regret all those times. I was like, she wanted me to go to like I don't know, TJ Maxx or something. I was like, man, nah, I'm out playing with my friends. I'm hanging, I'm chilling. You know what I mean? But yeah, I kind of think, yeah, should have took my black ass over there and did that shit. You know what I mean? Because now I'm fighting for those memories that I just so cavalierly just disregarded when she offered them to me. Um, yeah, like she would ask me, try these. I want to go to Youngstown and try these earrings. I would like you to come with me. I'd be like, nah, mom, playing. So sometimes I just wish I would have said yeah. I wish I would have said yeah more of those times. If I only knew the times that I did have left to do that and then entertain those questions. Because yeah, I just go out and hang out with my friends, but hey, they still here. She ain't. So I don't know. I don't know. Like, yeah, my mama ain't here no more. They still here. I mean, I love y'all. Take that's what's up. But but still, at the end of the day, like I fight to hold on to those memories. I wish, I wish I could. Um, and so like I got this. I have this photo of my mother. Please check it. Check it. But the photo, hey, we'll bring it back. But the photo is another photo. It's a mosaic. So if you look, there's a whole bunch of different pictures in there of like my sisters, my brother, and grandkids and everything like that. But Barbara, I love you, Mama. Yeah. So, but I'm saying all of this to say, like, you know, everybody's, has probably gone through loss, and I'm not the only one that's feeling this type of struggle. So, if it does get better, it sucks in that time. It really does, man. it really sucks, and I get it, man. The pain, it hurts, but know that it does get better. Like those people that wanted to smash their teeth on the curb, they was they was ultimately right. It does get better, but unfortunately, it's too much better. And even though it hurts, and even though the pain hurts, try to hold on to these memories that you have, because yeah, you might be fighting for them later to retrieve them. You know what I mean? So just know that. Don't make temporary or what do you say permanent decisions on temporary feelings, right? Because again, um, it yeah, but it also doesn't matter if that loss is from death or if that loss is from a loss of a friend or a loss of a relationship or a thing that you really cherish. Eventually you'll get over it. You will. And the pain may not totally subside, like right here. You can almost see me almost break it up right here, right now, to see me talk about it. But I always wanted to be transparent in the spot if I did anything, and that's the truth of the matter, man. I love my mother to death. And so it is what it is, man. Every year I do a remembrance of her type of thing. I go have a pastrami sandwich, you know what I mean, with a Pepsi. I don't even drink pop, but you know what I mean? Go have a pastrami sandwich, you know what I mean, with a Pepsi and pour a little bit out, you know what I mean? Pour a little bit out for her. And but that's what I do. And I got her little playlist that I bang, and that's what it is, man. That's my memories of her. But at the same time, though, man, you can't. I get by. I get a little melancholy, I guess, in that this time of year. But ultimately, it's for you know. Honestly, I use this time, and yeah, I cry and everything, but I don't do it through the rest of the year. It feels like the release I need throughout. It just feels like a good a purge of tears, a purge of just trying to. I don't know, but just I guess what I'm saying at the end of the day is, man, just understand that the pain will subside at some point, right? And you will have to end up choosing to dig back into it, right? Like I do. I intentionally dig back in that space for memorial sake. But it's a grieving process, man. It may take a month, it may take a year, it may take a few years, 5 years, but it will get better. So I guess what I want to tell people is don't give up hope. Please know that no matter how much it hurts, we need you here. We want you here. Please continue to fight. It will get better. I promise you. I promise you. It will still suck. Don't get it wrong. It will still suck. You might still be asking why. It'll still suck. But it will be better. It won't feel so debilitating. So please believe it. So just know that. Because yeah, just know that it'll be okay. I guess that's all I'm gonna say is it'll be okay. I love you. Stay strong. Yeah. So are we great again yet? Are we great again yet, motherfuckers? Like, when is the greatness about to happen? I don't know. I just want to be like, hey, look, it's been a lot, man. But ultimately, man, I ain't about to sugarcoat the shit. Hey, it's all to stop the Epstein files. Dead ass. We went to war with some other motherfuckers to stop these Epstein files coming out and being digged in like they need to be. So it's all a distraction play. Everything's a psyop. Please know that. That's the truth. So now that we know all that, got all that out of the way, now what? it feels like we are in a bad spot here. I I don't want to be like a you know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to be like predicting nothing, but it looks like this whole thing's about to devolve into a ball of bullshit. Because this really has the chance to tank the global economy like something we've never seen before. Like we meaning everybody living. Well, no, because some people might still been around in 1930, whatever, the Great Depression years, 1920 something. But I mean, it's possible. But all them motherfuckers is in Congress right now. Go figure. We got old motherfuckers like Mitch McConnell sitting here like just handling death. Like, you know what I mean? About to die. And then sitting up here, like, you know what I mean, legislating. It's crazy.
What are my thoughts about what?
Running for re-election in 2026.
That's
Did you hear the question, Senator? Running for re-election in 2026? All right, I'm sorry, you all. We're going to need a minute. Senator Benny.
Yep.
I'm gonna head outside, so come with us.
Anyway, long story less long. I don't know. I think we, because I keep saying we, because like, unfortunately, I'm here in the United States. So whatever he do, I'm in a car. I'm in the car with him while he robbing the bank. Ain't nothing I can do. Like this sucks. Dude. Hey yo, I just think we got in ourselves some shit, man. I think we got in ourselves some shit that we can't get out of. Like, again, we in the car and like, hey, dog, what you mean? You mean you about to go rob this bank? Like, no, take me home. Hey, like, Mississauga, hey, dog, let me out. Like, let me out. I don't want to parts of it.
Let me out. Don't. Let me out.
Hey, dog, let me out. You know what I mean? I don't want no parts of this. Like, I don't want no part. I don't want to do this. I like, dog. You go handle this. I don't want no parts of this. Um, it really is like that because no matter how much I don't want to do it, I'm technically an accomplice because I ain't doing nothing to stop this motherfucker. And that's how I feel about all y'all out there, man, with these Epstein files and everything else. I feel like ain't nobody doing nothing to stop this shit. We all know it's wrong. We all know what's up, but ain't nobody doing nothing to do anything about it. It's fucking starting to piss me off. I ain't gonna hold you. Cause like, yo, let's go. Like, we can get this shit over with before a commercial break. We really just decided to step out here and do that. We can go get it done. Cause you see, homeboy, you see your man's over there, like, oh, what is that? The Minister of Defense over there from Iran. It's like, hey, the reporter's like, so what do you think about U.S. putting in ground troops? You know what I'm saying? And coming in Iran with ground troops. Motherfucker's like, we are waiting. Like, oh shit, nigga.
Are you afraid of a U.S. invasion in your country?
No, we are waiting for them.
You are waiting for the U.S. military to invade the ground troops?
Yes.
That wasn't very nice. Now he's got to leave. I'll tell you when the fuck we leave, all right? Get the fuck away from me.
Go watch the bites,
Now you just can't leave.
Yo. He's like, we waiting for them. We've been preparing for this for decades. Please bring your ass in here. And see, like, yeah, See, and that's what I'm saying. See, Donald Trump, who's never seen any action like that in his life, has no idea that warning that was just put down. Like, yo, like, yeah, on the streets, motherfucker, like, bring your ass over here. We wait. Yeah. Come over here. We outside. That's what he's saying. Hey, dog, we outside, player. Hey, we outside. Holla at your boy. Come see us if you want to. We right here on O Block. Like, you know what I mean? They and so yeah, man, like I think the United States have got themselves in some shit that they can't get out of. Not to mention the Strait of Hormuz bullshit. There was just like, oh, and they're saying gas can get up to like $7, $8, $9, $10, especially in California. I'm sitting over here like in some spots it's already hit $7, depending on where you at. It's crazy. Like I filled up today. Luckily, I found one at like 5.50, but there was others I drove past. It was at like 6.75, 6.99. It's coming. It's coming. And honestly, it's deserving, man. Honestly, at this point, I think we all just think Trump is stupid. He's a dumbass, right? I think a lot of the majority of people think Trump is just a dumbass. He's just doing dumb things, right? He's a dumbass. But at some point, we got to start thinking like, is this dude brilliant? I know, right? Because he keeps doing things to enrich himself and his family members. And is this all just a big fucking heist? Is this all just a big heist? Like Ocean's 11, 12, 13, whatever the fuck? Is this just a big heist? Is he doing this just to get as much money as he possibly can? And I think he got in the first time and didn't realize how quickly 4 years could run. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, oh shit, we almost done already. Plus, they blocking me and doing all this shit. That was a test run. Now he knows once he get in here, oh man, we about to go in here, we about to rob them blind. I know the word. Hey, I've been working here for about 5, 6 months. Oh yeah. We about to get them. I almost feel like that's the way you fire all the people of intelligence, right? And then you put in your own family members and dumbasses from Fox News to take cabinet positions and like fire generals and put like your son-in-law and like it's weird. So you would almost think like this type of incompetence, like it's almost like it's hard to be a genius. Like it's so hard to like be a genius and like study so hard to do things right, get all the straight A's and learn all the things you can. Just how you got to work that hard at it on that side. How I got to work that hard at it on this side. This dude has been a con man and a grifter forever, for decades. Why do people think when he gets into the Oval Office it's going to be something different? How long before we realize that? Yeah, you're a sucker. You know how long before you get to little, like in Looney Tunes, we had a little sucker, little sucker lollipop. Like how long before you realize, like, oh, hee haw, hee haw. Yeah, you're a fool. You're a fool. I'm gonna wrap it up here because sorry, yeah, I'm gonna wrap it up. I'm gonna just leave it here and just say, please be encouraged to keep on if you've lost someone, um, because loss happens every day. And if you know life is about loss, unfortunate. So, just please be encouraged. It sucks. I know it does. I really do. But you will get through it. You will find your way. I promise. See, I ain't worried about you hitting me because you can't touch me. But you'll get through it. Promise. I promise you that. And if you need help, don't be afraid to go seek it. Because I talked to had a few counselors, I had a few therapists that I talked to during that time period. It was helpful, because a lot of people got their own problems. They ain't got their time to take on your shit. So it's helpful just to get it off your chest, even though sometimes they might not even have the answers for you. But you know what? It's okay to just talk it through by yourself and this and that and the other, and just sometimes you just need a sounding board to come up with your own, just work your way through it. And please just start. I don't know. I think we need to figure out the resistance. We got to figure out the resistance on this, on what we do. I think a lot of people feel helpless, like, oh, there's nothing I can do. Like they just own everything. There's nothing I can do. Ah, I feel like there's always something you can do. And always remember, what they like most is money. So you have to hit them there. Start unsubscribing, especially just go through your apps and see all the stuff that you're subscribed to that you hardly even use. Just start there. And you'll start picking up momentum. The next thing you know, you'll start canceling Uber Eats. Do you really need Uber Eats and what's the other one? What's the other one? I can't remember. But do you need both? Do you need Uber and Lyft? Cancel one of them. Start unsubscribing. Stop ordering everything trying to get it the next day delivery from Amazon. Find a local store maybe that offers that item. It ain't got to be black owned. That would be preferable, but it doesn't have to be. Find a black owned business or find a local business that offers that instead of giving your money to these freaking like oligarchs and technocrats, and like it just stop doing it. We just gotta start taking our power back. But I think people have become slaves to convenience and want to just, get the Uber Eats instead of getting your ass up and driving over there. Unless you're crippled or something, man, get your ass up. Cripple's probably a bad word now. But like if you can't, unless you like can't do it, like get your lazy ass up and go get it. You save probably $20. Like for real, like it's just, and you don't have it to spend anyway. Like what are we talking about? And you're gonna need that money shortly. I promise you. They are trying to collapse this economy on purpose, and they are going to ride the wave all the way down. They've done it already multiple times. Trump will get on there, say something, they go tank the stock market, go in there and buy all the shit, and then just make millions of dollars on a rebound. Just saying, man. Like we gotta insulate ourselves. We gotta start getting. We gotta stop playing defense and start playing offense. And again, even if it's something as small as just going out your door and destroying the nearest flock camera, those cameras you see on the little telephone poles or whatever the fuck. Start breaking down Big Brother. Start there. Everybody's probably got one that's less than a mile away from their home. Step outside and destroy one or three. Start there. Again, work your part. Do your part. File exempt on these taxes. Don't give them another fucking dime of your money. Go in your HR department tomorrow. Say, nah, I don't want no 401. Like, I don't give me my W-4. I'm gonna go to exempt. And if that's your first day doing it, you figure you've already done January and February. You've already paid taxes. You cut this on from March until what did it say, August, and then you cut it back on to September. But for this like 6-month block, the government sees no taxes from it. Make it so they know, like, you got to. And again, you should not just, and that's something that you can do without anything. Like you can just go into your HR department and do that tomorrow. You don't have to put yourself in harm's way at all. But again, if everybody does a little bit, nobody has to do a lot. But I feel like everybody's waiting for the leader to tell them what to do. You got to take the resistance into your own hands at this point. You got to take the resistance in your own hand. Because, I mean, honestly, like, no shade. I would look for somebody to be like, oh, come on. We're going to go ride tomorrow. Because I'm about it. I want to do it. I want to drag them out of their homes. I can't do it by myself because I'm going to be looking like, you know what I'm saying? But, hey, where y'all at? Give me a call. Holler at your boy. Let's go get this done. But I feel like people ain't about that life no more. And that's cool. Because you don't see people out getting sprayed with hoses and stuff. It's not the type of catalyst, right? You don't see the dogs getting sick on people, so you don't feel that type of catalyst. But man, they doing everything but that. Where's the outrage? Where the fuck is that at? And see, and that's the problem. It's like, yo, and that's the difference. See, when George Floyd, we had a catalyst. We saw this dude, he was getting strangled on the damn news, and it was like all you seeing on repeat. Look at this, look at this, look at this, look at this. And we were all home on COVID restriction. There was nothing to go, there was nowhere to go, there was nothing to do. So we ain't had no, we was out there in the streets. But now everybody back to their regular scheduled program. You got, my favorite show's on Thursday, so I can't go out there. Hey, what up, man? Insert bullshit here. I ain't got no time off from work, so I can't go protest. I ain't got this, so I can't go do that. The fuck? See, that's the problem, man. It just feels like we have become slaves to our convenience. We've become slaves to the convenience model. We have become slaves to, like, just, I mean, I didn't want to just say inaction. It's just more like the inaction is a byproduct. They've taken all of our time from us to where you don't have any time to revolt. You don't have any time to really look at this stuff critically and be pissed. Not to mention the news is all fucking co-opted. Like, seriously, I like when they was eating the cats and dogs, the shit was on every fucking news channel. Couldn't get away from. Now we really, and it was just a theory then. Now we really don't see anything about any of this shit. They really know they eating kids and babies and doing all this fuck type of fuck shit. Don't even see that on the news. But not just that. Like the supposed assassination attempt of Donald Trump. That was the only one. That was the only news conference CNN put on that like press conference that he got up and did. That was the only one that they ran live. It was the only one. It's coincidence? Or are they like there is no left and right? There is no left and right. I don't know. Just again, look in ways you can resist, and it doesn't have to be a lot. You can do it multitude of ways. Just think about how you can resist. It really don't have to be just. It really don't have to be much. Hell, you can do anything. You can go load up items in your cart at I don't know, pick business here and then just leave them there. You can do whatever. Just make your disdain be known. Don't just keep creating content and doing something. Like do something. Anything. Do something. Like I feel like I owe it to my children to do something. Like I can't not do nothing. So please, please. All right, guys. Thanks. Thanks for tuning in. Again, we're gonna keep this light and brief. I don't want to take up all your time. Plus, I felt like I was rambling a lot, but I got so much on my mind. It's tough. It's tough. But I'm going to be dissecting this stuff and putting it out to you very shortly here. Please. So please consume that and yeah, because we are in bad shape, and I feel like people aren't as angry as they need to be, but I also feel like that's because the TV and their phones ain't telling them that they need to be. They're stuck into this in this space in this matrix. So it's not all them. So I'm not. I'm trying to give grace where I can. So all right, people. Thank you for tuning in for this long. If you have, and please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. And also, again, rest in peace. Barbara Louise. And yeah, I guess that's it. Thanks for coming out. God bless you. And good night.